India get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle.
For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is all about courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone around him to have a go on the ball and not be a...
Alonso! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Threads one in, and that could set him on his way. Thuram. And it's Chiellini. Opts for safety. Maldini. Thuram. For Xavi Alonso. India finding their passes. This looks promising, and that's gone loose. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yaya Toure, and it's Xavi Alonso. Gerrard, ambitious ball here. That's good vision. And Del Piero, and Del Piero! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Italy with the corner, they're first. Toure attempts a clearance. Caceres. It's an early cross. Chiellini clears it away. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Looking for options for movement.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Maldini. India are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Forlan. That's a good ball out wide. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Xavi Alonso. De Roberto. De Roberto will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Knocks it into space. Can he latch on to this? And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Italy certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Gerrard picks it up from the goal kick. De Roberto. Maldini. Played for Chiellini. And it's Maldini. Totti. Now it's Del Piero. Del Piero! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Last-ditch defending, but he's going for goal. Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Italy have their second corner now. Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, and again! Now, who's going to be first to this? Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. So, third corner of the game. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Jordi Alba. Totti. Totti with the cross. Maldini with the clearance. Del Piero. Hernes. Oh, it's played in. Oh, what a climb!
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Thuram. And it's Zico.
That was lovely, that.
Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Now it's Forlan. Oh. Takes the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Zico clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zico. Spread neatly. Totti is herring after that one. Darren Fletcher. Ferdinand. Rummenigge.
There will be 1 minute
Zico.
added time.
And that has left him in a heap. Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's Del Piero. Chance, surely! It's in!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
India really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And this is Yaya Toure. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Great vision. Totti is onto this. Out to the left it goes. Fired deep towards the back post. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
India still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Hernus. And it's Gerrard. And it's Jordi Alba. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Toure cuts out the pass.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Jordi Alba. Totti. And the flag has stayed down. And he's quick to get it clear again. Played in deep. Oh, that's a fine interception. Zico. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can.
Great chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Forlan is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2, then. Caceres tries to clear.
India really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
India truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Thinks about the... Oh, shooting chance! He can get that clear. And he was alert to it. And the counter is on. Just a quarter of an hour to play. De Roberto.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Can he finish? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Xabi Alonso. Number 23, Zico. Number 2.
Rummenigge really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Coming on the field, number 7.
Chance here to counter. India must do something here, and very quickly.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have. Italy can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Gattuso. Platini. Played out to the left flank. Fires it in low. And it's hoist. Here's a chance! Oh, bang on target. No, again, there's no way through. That pass isn't the best. Gattuso. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
And just a quick reminder today to please...
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only...
Oh, what a mistake! India have a free kick. No, he's not going to get any further than that. All the way back. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Goes looking wide, back into the middle. Del Piero! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Italy are looking to go forward now. Now it's Hullet. And the shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So, a breakthrough already. That ball looks a good one. Now it's Forlan. Xavi Alonso. That is ended up in no man's land. Cannavaro. And he's intervened well there. It's Zico! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. There's the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Chance, surely! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself.
Messi gets through on his own. They want to be quick. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Delivered with swing.
India really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Pinches it off him. Turns back here, probably the best option. And they've switched it over to the other side. Chiellini. Yaya Toure. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Pullet tries looking up for options on the left. Zé Roberto. Yaya Toure. Knocks it into space. No, he's just misjudged that one. Maldini. It's a searching pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's got his cross in. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
India truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Thuram. And he's forced to go back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Knocks it out wide. Vieira. Messi hurtling down that right flank. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Opts for safety. Thuram. Maldini cuts it out. Del Piero. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Thuram.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Xavi Alonso. That's good running with the ball. India looking to pass their way through. It's a quick one, and it's Xavi Alonso. Bale. Now it's Messi. Del Piero, brilliantly cut out. Yaya Toure. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here we go again.
India can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh no, what has happened here? That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Pullet gets his final warning. Nicely weighted ball. Yaya Toure. India finding their passes. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And this is Bale. Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Messi. And there's the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
He's gone forward.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Pullet has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
India still chasing a one-goal deficit here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
India are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram gets across to intercept that. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Roberto plays a sharp little ball here. Fallen! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Played back in. Pass somewhat off target. Roberto. Now that's a lovely exchange. Zico will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Del Piero. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
India are stuck in central station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well read, nice interception. That is good alertness. Pullet. Into the last quarter of an hour. He's picked his way through.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Can he get it through? Great ball if he can get there. Roberto. Now it's Del Piero. Out to the right. Del Piero.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
And it's Zico. Cannavaro takes control of it and he's on the move.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cleared without complication and reclaimed it in a trice.
Italy really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 24, numero 6, numero 19.
Italy clearly now in lead preservation mode. Nesta.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 20, Seedorf, il numero 13,
And it's Maldini.
il numero 18, il numero 22, il numero 7. Cambio
Chiellini.
di giocatori. Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
That's Maldini. That's really well cleared. That's the end. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. Well, there's little new to say about this man. Majestic, regal, known as Le Roi by his countrymen. He is footballing royalty. The man is, of course, Michel Platini.
Well, Peter, I don't think I've seen a better all-round attacking midfielder. Certainly not in Europe. He is very close to being the perfect number 10. OK, people may say he lacks a little bit of stamina and defensive contribution, but for his attacking football and his ability to take in the landscape, there's no one better.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. He can get that clear. Pelé. Hullet.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Great chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He might be in here! Played out wide, but it's Roberto. Out towards the flank. Forlan. And the finish! He's got a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
India are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Forlan. Forlan! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Forlan definitely has to be guilty as charged after that. He has nowhere to hide. All he can do is suck it up. I've been there.
Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Dembele. And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Dembele. Real chance! In he goes again! He scores! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
FC Nassaf get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now it's Dembele. Pass is just off target. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pele. Dembele. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Platini. And it's Yaya Toure. And Del Piero. That pass has been well intercepted. Yaya Toure. Out to the right. Great work on the overlap.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Michel Platini. Del Piero. And he shoots! Pele. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Gullit. Oh, shooting chance! He scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Can he finish? He scored! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Thuram. Xavi Alonso. Looking for options for movement. Shoots! Nicely aimed pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
2 added minutes.
Well, that is one way to stop him. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Gullit looks to get on the end of this. Forlan. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, Frenzied? It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
In a blue hat, kindly make his way to the information center.
Substitution on the field, number 9, Platini.
And we're off again.
Coming on the field is
India really need to
7,
bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Dembele goes for a shot! It's hit the upright. Really nicely worked opportunity, that. Some lovely exchanges.
Dembele really did pass up on a good opportunity then, but some of the build-up play was absolutely majestic.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it out wide. Pullet gets into some space. Cross needs... Up he goes! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
FC Nassau go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Yaya Toure. India do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And here's Dembele. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Yaya Toure. It's Xabi Alonso. And it's Messi. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And here's Messi. And the pass is intercepted. Roberto.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Del Piero. Del Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Del Piero has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Hernes. Well-timed, excellent interception. Toure does really well to win the ball there. So we've reached the hour mark. India do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that is a little undercooked. Hernes, who does have an assist to his name. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Ambitious ball here. Oh, delightful ball. Chance, surely! It's in! Just 1 in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Substitution on the field. Number 24.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Forlan. Now it's Iniesta. Roberto. Played back into the centre. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, nicely intercepted. Maldini. Roberto. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rafael Leao. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well read, and the danger is averted.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
FC Nassau can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Thuram. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, no joy this time. He's having a go! So close to drawing level.
Well, at least it's earned him a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Great vision. This looks promising. Cruyff.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Rafael Leao. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Neymar. And here's Rafael Leao. Iniesta.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Rafael Leao. He's shifting through the gears here. Thuram. Iniesta. Vieira cuts it out. Rafael Leao. Oh, that's fabulous. That's tidy. Takes a shot! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. India can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
India, absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Xabi Alonso becomes the latest member of the 300 club. Another feather in his cap in what has become a fine career.
Well, Peter, I can't attest to this personally, not having made it to that many appearances myself, but you only need to look around to see not just how much it means to him, but everyone that's here and beyond. This is a huge moment.
Roberto Carlos. Van der Sar deals with that nice and simple. India are looking to break at pace. Ambitious ball here. Zé Roberto is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Xabi Alonso. Zico. And Zé Roberto. Now it's Del Piero.
Oh, great feat, that.
And he's been shifted off it. Nicely weighted ball. Roll! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Threads one in. Gets into some space. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. He's being urged to shoot. Cruyff. And claimed it back swiftly. Pelé. Out to the left it goes. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Raúl. Van Basten. Van Basten was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. India yet to have an attempt on goal. Del Piero providing an outlet on that flank. And this is Del Piero. India have it back and can go again.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Zico. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Well, that has not gone well. Yaya Toure. Now it's Del Piero. Can he get it through? Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And no, that was never going to make it. Xabi Alonso. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well read, nice interception. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yaya Toure. India finding their passes. Chance for a shot! Griezmann.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Zé Roberto. Oh, good-looking ball. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Great vision. Van Basten looks to get on the end of this. Rijkaard. He won't be happy with that one. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Always on. It's fallen! Roberto Carlos. Raúl. Raúl will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Van Basten! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! There is the breakthrough! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Now it's Cruyff. Chiellini calmly anticipates. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Zico. That's good vision. Oh, he's had a shot! And they've got rid. And here's Del Piero. Now it's Zico. He's tried one! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Zico clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Cruyff. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Van Basten. Zé Roberto makes the interception. Zico. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that pass just didn't quite work. Xavi Alonso. Zico. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's got away. De Roberto puts a cross in. And that has been clubbed away.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Roberto Carlos. India still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Diego Forlan. Number 23, Zico. Number 11, Zerberto.
Gets his head on it!
Number 8.
Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Del Piero going face-to-face with his great rival. Defending was strong and firm. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Serginho. India perhaps contemplating their next change here. Chiellini. Thuram. Serginho. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Shot a goal! Raul. Oh, whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card and he walks.
Substitutions taking place.
India are down to 10 men. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's good play.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Danielson, good driving run. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The Rummenigge. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
That has certainly made things interesting.
India really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Seedorf. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. India are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Over to the left. Has a look and plays it forward. Looking for the run. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, well measured.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Roberto Carlos drives it in. And that has been knocked clear. That's a throw.
minutes has been indicated.
Serginho, looking to play him in, and it's been played through. Now it's Yamal. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yaya Toure. Rijkaard cuts it out. And that's that. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to attacking creativity. So naturally, you'll be bound to see him in the final third, where he can get the very best out of his strengths.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Spread out to the left. Zico. No way through. Now it's Forlan. Roberto Baggio! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
That is good alertness. Conte. Back into the middle. Roberto Baggio. Great vision. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he was quick to react. Looking for the run. Grimaldo. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel...
He's gone for goal! Just swings wide.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
And here's Forlan, and he's played it back. And that has been slung wide. Zé Roberto going full steam ahead down the left flank. And it's Baggio. And a chance! He's scored! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Aimed beyond the defence. Shot a goal! They've scored! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Wonderfully smooth, smart, and the finish! Tonali, midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And here's Baggio. Now it's Forlan. It's Forlan! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Now it's Forlan. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. A nice sequence of passes, this. Now it's Forlan. Zico! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
To Roberto. Now there's a fine ball. A lot of space ahead of him. Oh, what a ball! Has a look and plays it forward. Looking to... It's Baggio! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Now he's got space here. And it's Zico. Roberto going full tilt down the left. It's a pretty loose pass. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Knocks it into space. Baggio, who's set up one goal so far. Xavi Alonso. That pass has been well intercepted. Messi. And it's Conte. And here's Mbappe. Messi. For Conte. Zico. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Xavi Alonso. Roberto Baggio. He can get that clear. Roberto, delivered in. Thuram cuts it out. Messi. And it's Grimaldo.
Has been indicated.
Great ball, and it goes for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, important interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And so we're off again.
India are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And here's Mbappe. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. More and more pressure on the ball here. Nicely aimed pass. That's a cute ball. Now it's Darwin, played into the box. And it's a corner. Corner number 2 then. Cleared without hesitation. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. Well, that pass isn't the best. Another throw-in. Yaya Toure. Conte. Belletti.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing. Big chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Upamecano gets it away. To Maldini. Xavi Alonso. Quality ball. No way through, so Zico! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's a throw-in. Pings in across. And he knocks it clear. Played back in. Back into the middle. He's going for goal! Oh, nice, just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
That's a sharp pass. Zico looking to add to his goal. Conte couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Zico. And he shoots! He scored! And again they hit the front.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
India get themselves into the lead. Forlan goes sliding in. Upamecano. Zé Roberto. Alonso. And this is Forlan. Think it's Zico! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Has a shot! Oh my word, that is quite something! He's got himself an absolute peach. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Darwin Passing is crisp and sharp.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Not the most accurate pass. Oh, they can break here.
Belletti.
Thuram. No, that's been intercepted.
And it's Grimaldo. Messi.
Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Played back in. Nicely spread.
Maldini.
Forlan is onto it in a flash. De Roberto. Belletti. He has found the way through. He's having a shot! And it's there! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
India are having a ball here.
5 minutes added time.
Shot, Roberto Baggio! It's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Big header! Not the worst header in the world, but nothing comes of it.
Substitutions taking place.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And he's intervened well there. Raul. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Now that looks a decent ball. That ball looks a good one. He's one-on-one, surely! And he's in on... Great chance! And he hits the net! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that... And there goes the final whistle. India pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness.
Please drink responsibly.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked.
It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
India are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Rummenigge. Davids touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
And here's Neymar. Xavi Alonso. Chance here to counter. Nicely shaped ball. Good ball over the top. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he's being shifted off it. Gone behind for a goal kick. Baresi. Maldini. Chiellini.
India are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's Zico. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, this looks sharp. Platini. Now it's Platini. Rijkaard. Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Maldini has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Oh, it's a great ball here. And a chance! It's in! And this is getting better and better. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things.
And the shots! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, what has happened here? Rijkaard. So, what can they make of this? Good running, strong and purposeful. Yaya Toure. Belletti. Nicely weighted ball. Could try cutting inside here. Azar. Neymar. And it's Neymar. Manchester United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
Baresi.
Azar, looking understandably energised after his goal. Baresi makes the interception. Davids. Neymar. Now Davids. No, he's not getting his way this time. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? That's good play. Crosses it in here. Van der Sar deals with that nice and simple.
Roberto. Belletti.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Roberto.
And the counter is on. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Foden.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Strokes it back.
And it's Azar.
Spread it left. Flashes it across. And that has been cleared. And there's the end of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
India really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Short changes him with that pass. Zico. Foden. And they can counter here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Neymar. He has found the way through. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Zico. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's on his way! Goes for a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Hazard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Foden. Played into the... Davids! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Can he get it through? And now they can spring out of defence. He's on it, can he get away? Now it's Neymar. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he's managed to get free. Foden. Azar. Now it's Foden. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Zico takes a shot, and that's caused a worry or two.
Zico has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Davids. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Belletti.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's good running with the ball. Yaya Toure. Passes coming off in quick succession here. No, again there's no way through. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Hazard. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Platini showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Davids. Well, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. This looks promising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Caught offside that time. And it's Belletti. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Gabriel. And it's Davids. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, played right into his path. It's fallen!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
There will be 1 minute
Davids.
added time.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Rijkaard kept... And that's that. India were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
Now it's Xabi Alonso, and it's Roberto. Opts to play it back. Real chance! That's a lovely, neat pass. Del Piero tries a measured ball. Oh, well played. Defending of the desperate variety. Seedorf. He's beaten the last man. Stood up well to him there. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Dembele. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. It's just beyond his reach. Maldini. Well, that has not gone well. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's very neat. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Tries to pass it through. Maldini makes the interception. Thuram. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a key interception. So it is still 0-0. Pull it. Nicely shaped ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Belletti. Nicely weighted ball. And he's onside. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Iniesta. Botafogo look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Dembele. Now it's Hullet. Roberto. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nicely spread. Played back in. And he's gone backward. Has a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Zico actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Maldini getting this one clear. And it's Belletti. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Chiellini. Now it's Del Piero. And Del Piero! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Rodri. That's a sharp pass. Seedorf. And no, that was never going to make it. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Zico. Now he's got space here. Great chance! It's there!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, he likes those, doesn't he? That's another one for his collection.
India have fired themselves in front. Well, and that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
And a quick announcement today that
India head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
Substitution in progress.
And the action is back on the way.
India really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Well, played right into his path. And that was very necessary. Thuram looks to the other side. Hullet.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Belletti.
Oh, super find. A header! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Botafogo grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Chiellini. Botafogo needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Zico! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence, and the agility wasn't too far off either.
And he's away. Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Del Piero going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Zico. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's Roberto. Passing nice and neat. Oh, good spread. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Toure showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Substitution on the field. Number
So,
11.
time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 24, Del Piero. Number 23,
Chiellini proves too strong.
Zico.
Now it's
Coming on the
Iniesta.
field, Number 27,
India are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Rummenigge. Number 10, Baggio.
That's the throw.
Substitutions taking place.
Ah, good steal. He just read it. Iniesta. Iniesta tries to play it through. So much time. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Botafogo! And the comeback is complete. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Rodri. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Bale. Bale!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner. Botafogo clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And the counter is on. Now it's Forlan. Pullet deals with that comfortably. India have their second corner now. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking for options. Chance, surely! And the lead stays intact, just.
Ah, that was so poor. A very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. Botafogo really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Serginho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Iniesta. Bale, very much a man of this moment. Yaya Toure.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Xabi Alonso.
Pirlo gets over and intercepts.
Diego Forlan. Coming on the field, number 13.
And there goes the final whistle. India can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.